late, and it took a little bit longer to wind down and get situated. So, but we're here doing some more prompt poems. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday night, and I'm excited to unwind and do some writing with everybody. I'm currently working on one where the prompt is infection. And that'll be where we start. So we'll notate down. If you're new to stream, what I do is I take prompts from chat, and I take usually between 10 and 15 minutes and write a short poem based on that prompt. Sometimes I get to answer questions and get caught up talking, and it can go, I think, as long as like 25 minutes. But then I do a read back and we move on to the next prompt. It's a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed doing it. So if you have any prompts, feel free to toss them in either in the comments of these when they go live on the channel, or pop in. 9 p.m. EST is my target stream time, and I'll be streaming most weekdays. I don't usually stream Wednesdays, but I'm stuck away from my house, so we get a Wednesday stream this week. Hey, Every, how's it going? I'm not doing too bad. Having a pretty laid-back evening so far, doing some prompt poems. Work was kind of a butt kicker today, so just kind of unwinding, kicking back, doing some writing. How about you? How's your night going? Hey, Lonnie. Love the beard. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The poem that I'm working on right now is a prompt that I didn't get to for last stream, and the prompt is infection. I started it at 1:20, so we'll see where I get in about 10 to 12 minutes. If you're new to stream, what I do is I take prompts from chat and I write a short, usually 12-line poem out of them. Then I do a read back and we move on from there. It's a lot of fun and I really enjoy doing it. So if you have any prompts or something you'd like a poem written about, feel free to toss them in chat and I'll add them to my list of prompts. We'll go from there. How long have I been growing my beard? The last time I shaved was, I think, August last year, something like that. Other than doing like edging, lining up, I need to redo the edges and clean up like the neckline and stuff, but lengthwise, I think I've been growing it since August. Sky splitting. That's a good prompt. I like that one. That's from Kel Roland. Okay, we'll add that on the list. As soon as I finish the one I'm working on now, that'll be the next one I work on. So thank you for that. Hey, Stony. How's it going? Hey, Cody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Mushroom hunting. Oh, that sounds awesome. It's a little bit early in the year for us. Still, we've got another couple of weeks before we can start mushroom hunting. I have not had a chance to watch the podcast yet. Cody, I'm sorry about that. No, I did not have much time to sit still today. I got off work a little late, and then by the time I got set up to turn on stream, it was already kind of late, so I'll do that tonight. Let me leave myself a note. I won't hide it in my journal so I don't forget this time. Hey, Mad. Good to see you. I have watched the new Fallout show. I watched it all in one shot. I think they did a very good job. There are parts of it that I don't necessarily agree with, being a game player, but little things that make more sense to be dramatized as a TV show. And I think they did a really wonderful job with the power armor. I like a lot of what they did with it. Hey, is it good to see you? How's your night going? A lot better than yesterday, that's good. Did they make a Fallout Nintendo Entertainment System game? Not that I'm aware of. Fallout 1 and 2 were pretty old PC games, unless it's a spin-off or something that I'm not in the know about, but I don't think there's a Fallout Nintendo Entertainment game that I'm aware of. Oh no. That's a lot of zoomies. Hey Solus, good to see you. That is way too hot, Stony. You can keep that. It was 33 degrees here this morning. For most of the morning, actually. It got up to like 45 the middle of the day, but it was less than 40 for most of the working day, which was awesome. What are the prompts so far? I'm actually working on the first poem of the stream. I started it I only started about 10 minutes ago, and I'm working on Infection. It's one of the ones that I didn't get to from 2 streams ago, and then I lost it in the prompt list when we started yesterday. So I'm starting there today so I don't forget it. And then I have Sky Splitting from Kel Rowland as the next prompt. And I believe Kel posted a whole bunch of other ones in the chat, but I stopped writing down when they posted 4 or 5 of them in a row. So if we run dry, I'll scroll up again, but I've got one written down from them already. The humidity is what makes it unbearable. Oh, yeah, I can't even imagine that environment. No way. Technically, where I live is a desert. It's just an Arctic desert or a northern climate desert. We don't have hardly any humidity. I don't know what it means, Cody. I'm not entirely sure. The lightning glue one. If that was a different prompt than the one that you gave me yesterday, Solus, I worked all of the lightning stuff you said in that one chat yesterday into the one welding poem. I didn't separate them into different prompts. That's on me if that's the case. But hey, Huntress. My stream went really good. I did really well as far as metrics go. I had a lot of chatters and people hanging out, and we did 12. I think we did 12 prompt poems, so I remember counting right. It was awesome. Very rewarding. A lot of fun. Hey, I still don't know the appropriate way to say your name, but I hope that you have a great night as well. Sorry if I missed an earlier message. I'm actually working on the Phyrexian infection poem right now, if you're still here. But if you're turning me off, I hope you have a good night. Oh, Izzy, you don't... I know it's just random letters, but I don't know what to say when I'm responding to your comment. That's what I mean. I know it's not supposed to say anything, but I don't know how to address when I'm speaking as a response, you know what I mean? Oh, Izzy, you don't have to apologize at all. It's okay. Time zones be time zoning. Hey, thank you for joining the Discord. I appreciate that. I saw a couple people jumped in there. Somebody that jumped in had a pretty interesting name, but I'm not on a bus. I'm in a little camper trailer. Hey, Bree. Yeah, I'm on a streak too. Solus, I don't know if you're being dramatic with your comment about it, but I work away from home during the work week. I'm in a man camp. Okay. I thought we had talked about it before, but yeah, I'm not in a bus. I'm in a very tiny little camper. I do black the windows out because my curtains kept deteriorating in the sun, and I got tired of my neighbors being able to see into my camper, so I went and just spray painted the outside of the windows. I can still see out kind of, and it lets in like ambient light, but nobody can see in. It's like the ultimate redneck tint. Oh, I see. That was your name. Okay, gotcha. I almost paused stream to open the Discord to see who it was, but I had a feeling it was somebody that I had just been talking to. So when the sky splits into sunset. Okay. Oh, Boomer, that sucks. Holy cow. I hope that you're okay. Or if not right now, that you will be. You don't have to shut up. That's not what I was saying at all. No, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to tell you to shut up at all. I hope that you're okay. If you need to reach out to law enforcement or something, I hope that you do. I leave home on either Sunday nights or Monday mornings, Bree, and I go back Friday afternoons. Occasionally I'll go back Wednesdays after work to get like errands and stuff done during the weekdays because some of the stuff I need to do is just not open on weekends, but I'm usually only home weekends. That's why my daily check-ins are a little different during the weekend days. Boomer says, "Yeah, I'm fine. It just took me off guard, but I'm fine." Okay. I'm glad that you are fine as far as that goes, but I'm still very sorry that that happened to you. That sucks. People suck. Okay, I got a little caught up on the end, but we'll time that one there. 19. We ran a little long on the first one, but I was talking and answering questions and saying hi to everybody. Hey, gosh, diggity darn. Good to see you back. Holy cow, that's quite the list. Thanks, Tony. This is infection. It's stemmed from Phyrexian, which is a thing from magic, but I took it with infection and infecting things. The ending is a little choppy. I ran into a hard time rhyming with misshapen, but we got there in the end, and let's do a reading. We spent about 17 minutes on this one. So. The smallest touch spreads like a wildfire. A blackness pockmarks every healthy hand. I could tell you I am healthy, and it would make me a liar. Any trust you hold draining away like sand. The sickness claims me, turns me to an hourglass. Mortality sifting away. All it takes is one piece of this black sand. Pick it up, darken your day. The corruption begins anew, shaping your forms into hourglasses misshapen. For from that little fleck of black sand grew a twisted heartbeat, ripped from my page, gifted to you. I'll help you tape it in. Yeah, I hope I did that one justice. We can move, well, tape it in and misshapen. I don't like, that's where I would start with editing, but I've said that a couple of times so far. Usually the ending is where I get a little hung up. I was thinking of the old pirates that have like the black dot on their hand. Sorry, I shouldn't do this, but the black dot, like to show that they're cursed. Okay, let's do Sky Splitting. And this is from Kel Rowland. You should do painting with your poems. Like I do painting while I read them, or as far as like in the videos? How do you mean, Izzy? I'm very curious. Let's start this one. We'll call it 22:15. And Cody, you said that this is when the sun sets and it looks like the sky is splitting open. That's what we decided this was called. It says it's when the sky splits into sunset. Interesting. Okay. Is that like, am I understanding it correctly? Like when the sun dips below the horizon and there's that line? When it's just a bright line along the horizon? To publish with your poems. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, I actually had an idea for a little bit more low-key stream. I got a bunch of these index cards, and if I didn't feel like prompt writing, or if there wasn't any prompts coming in, I was just gonna do like little doodles, like Deserted Island or something like that. But this is about the extent of my art talent. Like, with a pencil anyway. We've done a couple of date nights. My partner and I have done that where we paint each other's picture, and that's a lot of fun. But I'm not, I could never really draw. That's why I got so good at writing. It's because when I want to make art, I do it with words, not with imagery. I can describe the imagery a lot better than I can make the picture of it. Is the ASMR the same with the pencil versus the pen? I killed my pen last night and I didn't remember to grab another one out of my work truck, so I'm stuck to the old Reliable today. But the sound is different to me, like to my ears, so I bet it sounds different to chat too. You don't use gel pens. What was this one? Whatever the Pilot G2 is. Oh, I can't hear it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for that. So when I worked up north, I used to work out of the Arctic Sea a little bit. And every so often there's this phenomenon where when the sun sets, there's this flash of green light. that goes across, like it literally is like somebody flips a light bulb of this green translucent light. It's just a millisecond, but I've been fortunate enough to experience that, and that's pretty cool. That's what I'm getting hung up on, I think, when I'm thinking about this. Okay. I write a lot with pens. I prefer pens, but pencils are cheaper, and these ones have actually been in my camper for, I think, a couple of years. I bought them when I first started staying down here, so I had something to scratch notes and stuff with, but that makes sense. Do the pencil trick, bro. Wait a minute. I only know one pencil trick, and I don't know if it'll work because my camera will move. But is it this one where the pencil moves? It's wavy. That's the only pencil trick I know. The North Pole. No, so where I live is the interior part of Alaska, and Alaska is pretty large, so I mean, you can travel another, I think it's like almost like 600 miles by road if you were to drive it up to get, might be just 400 miles now that I'm thinking about it, but like, anyway, a lot of miles north, you can get to the northern limit of Alaska, where the only thing north of you is ocean. And I used to work on a research vessel that worked out of, it was called Barrow at the time, but it since has been, its name changed. The community's name has changed. I worked at sea out there. Hey, Demon Gaming, how's it going? Yeah, it's different, Stony. So I see northern lights all winter, but this, I don't remember the name of the phenomenon now, but it happens specifically at sea when the sun dips below the horizon, and it can happen around the equator, and if you're far enough north or far enough south. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I'll have to look that up. I'll put that in. Yeah, that movie is based there, Stony. New poem prompt. I'm not doing too bad. Eddie, how's your night going? Thank you, Beryl. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I spend a lot of time on the road system now, but I work on the railroad, so I work off the highway quite a bit. Just about every day I'll set my truck on the rail, and I'm one of those rigs that drives down the train tracks. But yeah, Stony, it's like just this green flash of light right as the sun goes down. No, you don't have to apologize at all, Bill. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope that you are a restful baked potato. I imagine that a baked potato is like the most relaxed a potato can get. That's just me, though. Have a good night, Izzy. I bet it feels stuffed. Well, yeah, after we put all the fillings in, I bet it does too. Some of these poems need to be metal songs. I don't know if I could write metal lyrics. I could try. I actually think I missed your prompt, so I scrolled up a little bit to try to see what you were saying needed to be a prompt, but I missed it. Oh, the green flash. Yeah. Gotcha. I was thinking about it because of the prompt I'm working on now, the sky splitting, because that's the only thing that my brain immediately related it to. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know the lyrics for them aren't necessarily angry. Just I don't know if I could get into the mindset. I don't know. I have a Discord server that I've started for the channel. I actually just put the link up on my channel page. If you go to the About Me in the links next to my Ko-Fi and my book, there's a link to take you to the Sober Poet Society Discord too. I have some stuff in the server. It's still being built. I've had the server maybe 3 or 4 actual days now since I started it. I still need to flesh out some rooms and channels and stuff, and I've locked some stuff behind my Ko-Fi members barriers just so I have some motivation to produce content like that. But it's totally free to get in the Discord. It's also free to follow me on Ko-Fi if you haven't done that yet. Ko-Fi tries to trick you and make you think you can only do it by paying, but there's a little follow option at the top of the screen that you can click on, and it doesn't cost anything, and you'll see some of my behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but just like not poetry and not sobriety content. I've got a worksheet on writer's block posted there, some of my own landscape photos and stuff. Okay. All right. I'll stop spieling. I'm sorry. Call of Duty Mobile. You are a veteran. That is a tried and true gamer. Oh man. I could never make the transition to mobile. All right, we'll call that 3624. So this is 14 minutes. Sky splitting for Kel Roland. I don't know if they're still in chat, but if they are, well, I hope you're going to do I hope that you are going to like this read back. Sky splitting for Kel Roland. Two worlds bound by that second, golden gateways separating today and tomorrow. Oh, to be able to answer that beckon, to see what mysteries grow. Beyond the veil, two halves separated by our gaze, trapped here between the past and the stale, forever waking from this galaxy's days. Skies torn open, I've seen storms, looked upon the magnetic worlds before, but every sunset leaves me yearning what's behind horizon's door. Oh, that's really cool. You can play it with a controller. It's K-O-F-I. The other way to say it is coffee, but Ko-Fi makes more sense to me. So that's what I've been doing with it. It's effectively a Patreon clone. I don't know if Patreon is more popular. Ko-Fi is a lot newer, but it's a lot more user-friendly, at least in my experience. I've tried to start a Patreon previously when I was streaming like 6 years ago, and I didn't really like how it worked, and I didn't like they just kind of lock you in, or at least they used to just lock you in to, we're going to take some of your money no matter what you do. Ko-Fi gives you an option to not give any of your money away, and you can opt into more of their stuff. They have their own form of social media. You can follow people. You don't have to support them. Yeah, Ko-Fi. There's a link on my channel page as well. It's called, I think I have it named something stupid, like Sure I'd Like a Coffee. But that takes you to my Ko-Fi page. Hey, Ange, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to write lyrics, Solus Druid, I can do my best to write lyrics. I don't know how to write to music. Like, I know music theory to the extent of syllables, but I was never very good at that part of class. That is Sky Splitting. Let's see. And I'm at the bottom of my prompt list for tonight, so let's do a quick little doodle. I wrote it already. Oh, you're talking about one of the poems. Okay, I understand. Yeah, let's do. That's cool. Well, here, we drew a little doodle of you singing with the big speakers and the rest of us out in the crowd. I'm sorry that you're just a stick figure, but it's the best I can do right now. It's Druid's performance. Oh man. Are you ready for this ASMR? This is what it's all about. This is why you write with pencils. Oh, that's the good stuff. Holy cow, look at that sucker. Don't look at that side though. It looks better from like right there. I'm gonna break this thing immediately. Watch this. That one stick figure had many arms. I think I just made his legs real short. Let's see, because they all have the appropriate appendages. It's just this little legs. These are legs right here. They're just kind of short. Cutting into a fresh vegetable. When I finally get to the point of stream where YouTube allows me to turn on like the interactive parts of chat, I'll have to set that up where people can redeem things to make me just crank like a whole pencil into a pencil sharpener. That wasn't an arm. Oh, come on now. The only one with that kind of big energy is the one singing, obviously. That's Soulless Druid. The man, the myth, the legend. All right, I'm gonna take one of those random words here. We're gonna write a poem about mosh pit from Cody. I know it wasn't a prompt, but I took it anyway, so have some of that. I buy drums with it though. Oh man. That would actually be a pretty cool talent if like a drummer had 4 arms. I know I've seen some of the skits, like people using producer apps and stuff on their computers where they make it impossible to play for a real human. It's like there's no way that a physical person can hit the beats and stuff that they stack up. It's like you'd need those extra appendages to make it even feasible. Cody, are you asking me if I have a dog? I have 4. I have many dogs. Yeah, I've got 4. They're in one of my more recent Good Morning check-ins where we do a little short shot of each of them. I don't remember exactly what day. I think it's 139. They are cuties. They do their best. God, Dad, are we in a van right now? Not exactly a van. I'm in a little camper, little travel trailer. During the work week, I am not at my house. I work remotely, so I am staying in a little man camp. I have the windows painted for privacy because my neighbors are right on either side of me. So I got tired of my curtains deteriorating in the sun, so I finally just said, screw it, and went out and painted the windows from the outside. Yeah, I mean, size-wise, most vans are probably bigger than my camper, but yeah, you're very close. That's cool. Oh, excuse me. All right, that's time. 50, 40. So this one, we wrote it in about 7 minutes. Hey, Godet. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope that you have a good night. I haven't seen you in chat before, so just in case you're still here, we do prompt poems. I take prompts from chat, and then I write a short poem about them and do a read back, and we time them. I usually go about for 10 to 15 minutes. This is Mosh Pit for Cody, and we wrote it in about 7 minutes. Pulsing, the room roars like Rome. Are you not entertained? All that exists is this moment, This is home. Choruses of encouragement leaves our voices strained, thumping as free-flying shoes rain down, pounding when the circle opens wide. We are going to rip the walls off this town, carry them away upon a human tide. Smashing at the stage, ecstasy takes us in its battle cry, turning beautiful camaraderie from a lathe of rage. Lift up your arms, now we are alive. Yeah, I liked that one. I really liked the imagery of a mosh pit being compared to like the Roman Colosseum. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Let's see. If anybody else has any new prompts, I'm at the end of my index card. That's a Viking victory, bro. I like that a lot. Mosh, that one needs to be in your next book. Okay, I like that. Ink in the skin is healing. Ooh, that could be a good one. Ink in the skin is healing for Solus. Yeah, I know I've gotten a tattoo before to make myself feel better or to process. But let's see. All right. As a little reward for my mosh pit poem. Here we go. I know it's not really a circle, and they're kind of copy-pasted cookie-cutter images of stick figures, but we can all appreciate the band there. Rock on. Darkness. Okay, we have darkness as a prompt. Sorry, I got to drawing and didn't read. Darkness would be a good prompt. Let's stony. All right, we've got ink in the skin is healing and darkness for stony. Ooh. Hey, Trevor, good to see you. Pablo Picasso, eat your heart out. That's right. We do beautiful art in this camper van. All right. Ink in the skin. Ink in the skin is healing. That's specifically. Or Soulless Druid. How's your night going, Trevor? Good to see you. Good to see you. We'll start this one at 56. 50. Okay, here we go. Ready for this? There we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're getting like needle points. I'm gonna have to write this one like a tattoo gun. Do a stick and poke. Oh, nice. That's a craving that I've been having recently. Some good pho. 5 coins from me for that. The cheap thrill of a pencil sharpener. I know, it's 79 cents. 79 cents, and I can make myself smile wherever I am when I have a pencil. There's a pho place in my hometown my cousin is wanting to try, but I don't really know what pho is. I know it's soup, but that's the extent of my knowledge on the matter. Pho is very, very good. It is like a very brothy ramen that has, I don't know about other places, but at least the pho place that I like to go to, they have one that's called Soldier's Pho, or a Soldier's Bowl, and it's got potatoes, turnips, very thinly sliced meat, and I think they're called glass noodles. They're like flat white noodles, and some very thinly sliced onions and stuff. It's really good. Whenever I'm sick, like down with the crap, pho is one of my go-to things. Like, it is so good. Mushy good until mushy bad, or too much mushy. Yeah. Time 63:04. All right, another 7-minute, just about. Oh, well, just shy of 6 minutes, just over 6. Yep, I will still be here in 20 minutes. I should be going for about another hour, maybe a little bit longer. Cammy says, "What are you all talking about?" I'm so sorry I missed this when it first came around. Pho is a Vietnamese meal. I believe Vietnamese is where it originates, but at least that's the place that I like to go to. It's a type of soup. And it is 7 p.m. for me right now. I appreciate the support, Stony. Sneaky, sneaky. So this one is Ink in the Skin is Healing for Soulless Druid, and we wrote this one in just over 6 minutes. Some pain deserves to be made immortal, given a life all its own. Brand them on every piece of my mortal coil, so that others might see the art that has grown. From the losses life has given me, I decorate this frame, because I want everyone to see my I love yous transcended your waking name. They sit just beneath my skin, reminding me of all the happy smiles. It's as close as I get to seeing you again, still searching for you after all these miles. Yeah, I like that one for 6 minutes. I'm pretty proud of that one. Good prompt, Solus. Thank you. Have a good night. Gosh, diggity. Thank you for popping back by. I appreciate you. Oof. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of these ones. I went for the name brand and got some ahas, but it's orange and grapefruit in one, and they just don't hit. It's not orange and it's not grapefruit. It's just like citrus bleh. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Cody, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope people see it. I hope that the people that want or need to be here find me. I enjoy making the kind of content that I do, and I hope that my writing is at least available to the people that will resonate with it. So I appreciate you sharing it as far as you can. We've got Darkness. Is a prompt from Stony. And we'll start this one. We'll call it 6645. Solus, that's okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate your transparency. I'm not worried about it as far as that stuff goes until I copyright it in my publications. Like, I understand this is the internet. If that stuff happens, and it'll suck. But worst comes to worst, I do have a pretty strong evidence of I created it. But yeah, I know what you're meaning. I know what you mean, and I appreciate your honesty about it. Thank you. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your audience with me. I'm happy. I do have it written down on, not in my notebook, so I won't forget about it. I won't close my book and forget about it, but I did write down Cody Dewberry podcast to watch after stream today. And I'm excited. From what you said, it sounds like a wild story, and I'm excited about it. Thank you, Ange. I think it's a pretty cool channel too. And the best part of the channel is made up by the subscribers. That's all of you. I appreciate all of you for being here. It's become a very, very quick highlight of my day, and it's pretty awesome. I've enjoyed these streams, and building the community and getting the interaction and stuff with everybody has been super invigorating as far as my creation, and wanting to write, and meeting all of you has been awesome. Wow. That's a huge thing to say, Ange. Thank you very much. Yeah, I need to get an actual stream schedule and commit to a set time slots and stuff and publish it on my channel. I keep waffling back and forth because I was originally not doing live streams. I wanted to do like just poetry videos and post them Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then that doesn't really work for me because I go back to town on Wednesdays sometimes, so I can't commit to that schedule. And if I do it Monday, then I spend my whole weekend working on a poetry video, and it feels like I feel like I'm neglecting my dogs, my house, my partner, and I'm still doing me stuff even when I'm available. And that doesn't necessarily feel fair for me to do that to me. And then if I do it Friday, then I spend all week after work. I'm in my camper still, or I go for a drive, and I plan this video and I do all the filming and stuff, and then I'm just sitting in here editing it together. And this is a lot more fun for me. I enjoy this dynamic and this interaction a lot more than that. And seeing the interaction and meeting and talking, and like this is super fun for me. I love it. And I think what will eventually boil down is I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and have Wednesday be a maybe, like today. If I end up working late and I don't get to go home, I'll turn on a stream. And if I'm home on the weekends, then I just don't worry about the channel, or I post something like a long form content video or something like that on the channel. But I think other than the Good Morning Check-ins, I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for streams, with the occasional Wednesday, like I said, situationally. I need to do a little graphic and pin it on the community post so people can see, because I do want to go live more often. It's a lot of fun. I just had a thought. When you're writing, it's so quiet that when you fart, it'll be loud. Lol. Man, Ange, thank you for that. I'm actually surprised the outer noise from the man camp isn't being picked up by chat, because like I can hear my neighbor's TV. Like I can hear his TV on. His camper's right there, and I can hear what he's watching, but it's not picking it up in the phone. That's really cool. I was really nervous about about where it goes. It sounds like some kind of Jerry Springer reality TV show. You had to read that out loud. Yeah, I think that's part of the fun part about chat, is you get to read things and bring attention to them. Like, I enjoy it anyway. That's why some of your comments last night, I wasn't sure what to do with them. I would read them, and then I was like, what is Druid doing? What is this? What is Druid doing right now? Like, I have a little note written here from that you said last night that I still don't really understand, but beaver skins nailed the plywood. That was just an unprompted thing you said in chat. I was trying to figure out if that was a prompt or a line or what, and then unprompted later was like, oh, he's still folding socks. It's like, I've been on stream for an hour and a half. What are you talking about? I was having a good time. I enjoyed it. Yeah, he was on my ass about my laundry for quite a while, and I did not understand it at all, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I was very confused. And it's happened before in one of the earlier streams where somebody came into chat and they said some like off the wall shit, and they were just doing it to be a troll, and I just timed them out. And they never came back, so. Yeah, stretching the hides out. I used to have a hide stretcher, a couple of them actually, but I never did any beaver. Beavers were hard to get to. You had to have access to the waterways, and I never did, and I never had a boat. That's time, 78. 55. All right, so this one we're 12 minutes, 10 seconds for Stony. This is Darkness. I'd like to try Beaver Tail. My childhood nickname is Beaver. Oh, no worries. That's okay, Druid. That makes sense. That actually makes perfect sense, because if I was off screen when that happened, I think that's why I was so confused. But anyway, this is Darkness for Stony, and we wrote it in just over 12 minutes. Light has such a calming effect, chasing shadows away without a care. I wonder if the sun ever stops to reflect. Maybe we like not seeing what's up there. Darkness held me when light moved on, kept me safe from prying eyes. Is always there to pick me up when the sun is gone, and still I hear people utter lies. Don't tell me the darkness is an evil thing, without meeting me under that stark, and do well to remember that light is nothing without the dark. Yeah, I like that one. I like how it ends. You're on a job site and boss man says, "Get the beaver stretcher." On my job site, if you suggested stretching beaver, you would be charged. Yeah, that's not uncandid. I believe that's probably true of a lot of job sites. The dynamic of blue collar people that actually are just 12-year-olds in adult bodies will never not blow my mind. But you get into an office dynamic or something like that, and there's a lot less of that, it seems like. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. That was my favorite so far. Well, that's your prompt, Stony. I see a little bit of a jaded opinion here. I'm kidding, and 100% a joke. We did that prompt. We did this one. Okay, so now comes the part where I drew a little doodle while chat comes up with a second prompt or another prompt. Calm and beautiful. I really like this one. Yeah, I like how it ends too. It's been my experience a lot. As a kid, I used to really like being outside at night because the world was really quiet. Like, everything was kind of petered down, especially in Alaska. So all summer, it's tourist season. Everything is so busy. The sun never sets. And then come fall, we start getting real nights and it starts getting dark and everybody's gone. And it's really, really some of my most standout memories of when I was a teenager, like sitting on the beach, watching the ocean under like moonlight, and that's it. There's no other light out, just stars and moon. Were you describing the void? No, the prompt was just darkness. High tide and fireflies. We've got self-surgery, high tide, and fireflies. Jennifer, is that one prompt or is it two different ones? Is it high tide and fireflies, or combining the two? I like the imagery, because I don't think fireflies are usually around the ocean, are they? That'd be really cool. Little floating stars over the waves. We have self-surgery. Combined, okay. I've never lived anywhere with fireflies, so I don't know very much about them. I've gone trying to catch them one time when I was a little kid visiting family. But uh-oh. We've got high tide and fireflies for Jennifer. Okay, we'll do that one. Surgery as a prompt. The elephant's foot. It is a thing, not an actual elephant's foot. Have a great night. I will have to see if that works out. Okay. I will put it on my prompt list. We'll see if I get to it tonight. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. I'll have to look up what that is, make sure I'm not writing a poem about something weird. I would never write about weird things. Ever. That's not true at all. I don't know how many of you were here when I was asked what's the strangest poem or the dumbest poem I've ever written. And I wrote a poem about falling in love with an apple. That's probably the dumbest one I've ever written. And I really liked it at the end. It was so stupid, but it made me laugh. Northern Lights. Oh man, I've written a lot of poetry about the Northern Lights in my life. I'll have to find that poem. I think it's on my laptop actually and read it. That one was from Ange. Yeah. Northern Lights are definitely inspiring. Even I don't care how many times you see them, they're always awesome. Okay, I was gonna draw a little doodle. We got a bunch of prompts. Back to the notebook. We'll do High Tide and Fireflies for Jennifer. And we'll start this one at 86:15. There's that. Sorry I haven't taken a minute to look at chat. I am following a train of thought here. I'm afraid if I get off the train, I won't be able to get back on. Sneaky Screamer, what you doing? I'm doing prompt poetry. I take prompts from chat and I take about 10 to 15 minutes to turn them into a short poem and then do a read back with what I've come up with. I'm just hanging out and doing some writing. If you have anything you'd like a short poem written about, you can drop it in chat and I'll add it to my prompt list. I do have a few in front of you. We'd work through them in order, so. Oh, I will not make merch for Papa Poetry. Oof, man. Merch maybe eventually someday. I still am having a hard time wanting, like, the qualm of trying to sell something to the people that I'm interacting with. I don't really. That's a hard thing for me to, like, come to terms on. Like, ideally, I would love to be able to do this and my writing and be able to live off of it and that kind of stuff. But if I can't do that through my books, I feel bad kind of putting something together for, like, this environment, especially because of the sobriety focus of my channel. I'm not trying to prey on that mindset or push an idea or sell something like that. But I have looked at getting pens, stickers, things like that. Like, I wanted to get BYG Poetry pens, and I have a couple of my friends drawing little sticker mock-ups for me to try to get an idea of different things like that. But as far as merch, like Papa Poetry, oh man, like, slap that right on the beanie right here, right next to the thumbs up. I could probably take this idea and do something with it, but then I'd probably get trademarked by Fallout. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be fun anyway. The attention would be fun. I think this little guy is probably why a lot of comments have even come to my channel. It's a lot more iconic than my my mug. Yeah, sell notebooks and writing supplies. Yep. I don't have any notebooks, but I could probably look at that, actually. Making some, like, writing books in. Do some art. You'll do some art for me? Okay. All right. A graphic designer with 18 years in the science department. Man, I'm in the right company, it seems like. That's time, 94. 94:37. Okay, so we did this one in a little over 8 minutes. This is High Tides and Fireflies for Jennifer. Oh man, a big pot of pho with beaver tails? Oh man. What is happening? Okay. High Tides and Fireflies for Jennifer. I wrote this one in just over 8 minutes. It's like the ocean is keeping score, marking its reach into the sands, always trying the next time to reach for more, clawing away at the land are Poseidon's hands. The battle rages days and nights, but something special happens after dark. The battlefield dotted with millions of tiny lights, dancing on the phalanx, resting on driftwood bark. Peace settles as those waves recede. Living stars bask the beach in light. Man, did I really do that? I can't read my own handwriting sometimes, I'm sorry. Peace settles as those waves recede. Living stars bask the beach in light, resting again until they need to get out of the way of the rising tide. Yeah, sorry for the clunky read there, but I like the first two stanzas, and then the ending is, eh. That was peaceful. Yeah. It's one of my most peaceful places in the whole world is sitting on the beach, usually on a big piece of driftwood. There's one stump on the beach that has been there since I was a kid. I don't live near the beach anymore, but where I grew up. We need beaver shirts stat. See, I think I would be competing with, there's a much more popular YouTube person that has beaver merch already. I don't know how many of you also watch like little gaming channels, but RCE, or Real Civil Engineer, he has a whole beaver line of merchandise, so I'd have to look into that. Papa Poetry. God. Let's see. That's good. Good, Jennifer. I'm glad you liked it. Not beaver nailed to a board. Yeah, that's true. I mean, PETA would probably have a problem with me at that rate. All right, we've got High Tides and Fireflies. We can check off the list. Let's do Northern Lights. And I'm gonna light that. Push/light. Actually, before I start this Northern Lights poem, let me, real quick. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. Oh, maybe I am. Excuse me. Wires, you can't be here right now. Indiana boy, you should do something like relaxing stories or something like that. Well, I try to do relaxing poetry, but I do like that. I think a quill, a feather. Well, the tat on my arm is an ink quill. That's why I got it tattooed on me, is because I wrote poetry and it was my way to express it. You can see it shows like it's dipping into me, but my friend was learning how to tattoo at the time, so it's not like super well shaded, and it's blown. It's got a lot of blowouts and stuff on it, so it's yeah. Soothing voice. Man, I appreciate that, Indiana boy. Thank you. I think it does me a lot of favors when I'm reading my poems that my voice is the way it is. Ooh, no, I don't want to. Okay, apparently my computer needs to restart. So while that happens, Okay, no, it doesn't. Maybe it does. I don't know. This is why notebooks are better than computers. Notebooks never need to restart for no reason. Let's see. Unsorted. I believe this is my unsorted poems folder. Northern Lights. Here we go. This is one that I wrote February 5th of 2023, and it's titled Northern Lights, and I was still drinking at the time that I wrote this one, but I wrote this one for a prompt, as a prompt for the bartender that was working. I was sitting at the end of the bar with my laptop open, and I asked for a prompt, and she said Northern Lights. So this is what I wrote. It's also a prompt poem, but it's a little bit longer. Tearing the heavens asunder, beaming through in your majesty of the cosmos, your glow spreads amongst the freshly fallen powder, a divine ambience, casting the surrounding forest in your interdimensional shadows. With your emergence upon the world, our winter festival may commence. Peoples flock to your presence, speaking of your every arrival, a sign of good luck, fortune overflowing from the clouds, essential for my community's emotional survival, never giving freely the mystery your presence enshrouds, purples, greens, paint spilling onto the world's canvas, dancing over rooftops, alighting the night with neon, grazing the earth with your quarreling lover's kiss, another display of magic, skies for the world to wish upon. Of all civilization's treasure I cannot undersell the awesomeness it is to be within your sights. And even if tomorrow the skies gave up and fell, I'd leave this world smiling alongside the beauty of the Northern Lights. So, I know I didn't just write that one, and it's been edited a little bit because it's in my poems folder, but that one is in my queue to get published in one of my books whenever I get around to finishing that one. Yeah. Shut that down again. Oh no. Come on. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Come on, why are you not charging now? What is going on here? Sorry, my phone just hit 20%, so I'm trying to get it plugged in so I can not worry about it. Why are you not charging? What the hell? That's very frustrating. I'm assuming something is going on with my charging port. So, maybe my charger cord. Hey, I'm glad you guys liked that one. I hope that you get a recharge, Jill. Actually, I think, well, I'll keep going for a little bit. I'll do a second Northern Lights one for the prompt just now. That one was fresh on my mind when I got Northern Lights as another prompt again. Do you realize how beautiful that is? I have my own thoughts about it, and I'm glad that it resonates and you think it's beautiful. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Solus. That's a good way to phrase it. I've written I've written a lot for no audience at all, and I don't know. You it takes a lot of hurdles to go over before you, at least for me, before I was able to do what I'm doing right now, like writing something and immediately sharing it and being like, yeah, this is where I'm at with it. That used to just crush me when people would read my poems when I first started writing, and I was like, this is bad. Like, what are you trying to say here? Now I have the confidence in my ability to um, understand that what I do is not going to appeal to everybody, and that's okay. I think that what I create is beautiful and has worth, and there are others that do too. So it only makes sense that there will be people that don't. I'm happy to be here with a group of people that do, and I appreciate your continued kindness. It means a lot to me. Hey, Indiana boy, I appreciate that. Marissa Calderon, oh, I missed it. What did you miss? I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. I don't think you've missed anything yet. Thank you for sharing your voice. It's a gift. Thank you for those kind words. Let's see if we can figure out why this thing won't charge. If there was one that you missed, I'm happy to read it again. I don't think anybody in chat would mind if I do another read back. Thank you, Ange. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm getting annoyed at my charger. Yes, please. Which one did you want to hear again? Did you miss something specific? Are you hoping to catch all of the poems all at once, or just the last one? So I can do the last prompt poem. I'll read the last prompt poem again. This is the one that I wrote tonight. This is High Tides and Fireflies for Jennifer, and we wrote this one in about 8 minutes. Oh, I'll read them all back. Okay, Solus Druid wants them all. We've got a few of them tonight. I don't think there's as many as last night, but I think we've got 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, holy cow. I'm just kidding. Well, I flipped the book back now. All right, I won't take all the comments at their word. I will read High Tides and Fireflies. This is the one that I just finished for Jennifer, and we wrote this one in about 8 minutes. It's like the ocean is keeping score, marking its reach into the sands, always trying the next time to reach for more. Clawing away at the land are Poseidon's hands. The battle rages days and nights, but something special happens after dark. The battlefield dotted with millions of tiny lights, dancing on the phalanx, resting on driftwood bark. Peace settles as those waves recede. Living stars bask the beach in light, resting again until they need to get out of the way of a rising tide. Next drawing, put some stick cats listening to the band. Okay. I'll do my interpretation of some stick cats. We'll get the band going as well. We'll do the little doodle. Oh God, I hope that Jon Snow doesn't hold this against me, Ange. Jeez. Jesus, these are terrible. Just in case you thought I was kidding about my poor artwork. Oh, this is terrible. No worries, Jennifer. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry ahead of time for this, and all the rest of you that have to see this, I'm also apologetic. But here we have, there's one. Oh, God. There's somebody holding a cat sign. That's a cat, I swear. That's a cat on the sign. And this is not a goblin. That's also a cat. It's a cat. See, it's got whiskers. And then there's the band, or Soulless Druid, playing some music. Hey, DJ, good to see you. I don't fully know. That's a bat cat. I don't fully know how to answer the question of what you've walked into. I've started doing little doodles between poems, and I was asked to draw some cats listening to music. Here, I'll show you the ones that you've missed so far. Let's see, there's been a couple of them. So we've got, this is the one that I started off with. It's just a lonely island fisherman with a big shark and some coconuts. I don't know why he's fishing when there's coconuts up that tree. And then we started off with Soulless Druid playing some music for us. Everybody dancing. Everybody has the correct number of limbs, I swear. It's the truth. You can find no lies. And then we had a mosh pit, which we had the band, and then this is a circle. They're moshing. They're not cookie cutter clones, I swear. They're actually having a great time. And then we got the cats here. Okay, I need to figure out why my phone is not charging, so I think I might, I can make it another 7 minutes. I'll go until 8 o'clock for me, and that might be where I have to stop just to figure out why my phone is not charging. I've got it plugged in. My port is clean. No, I did not illustrate that book. Absolutely not. One of my friends did. Yeah, but no, I did not. Also, Papa Poetry, are we all in agreement? I'm not in agreement. I did not sign up to be a Papa. Please, I don't want to be a Papa. A poet, sure. Yeah, it's just shy of 8 p.m. for me in Alaska here. But I don't really have time to crank out another Northern Lights poem for Ange, so I don't think I'll start another prompt poem, but I have a couple of prompts set aside for, we'll call it tomorrow's stream, and I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST to do this again. Hopefully, if my phone will charge, we'll get that figured out after stream here. But yeah, I'll do wind downs, and this is the part where I do my little spiel and talk about all the things that you can do if you'd like to. But if no one, I think everybody. No, I guess not. There's been some new names. There's links on my YouTube page that can take you to my book, my Ko-Fi page if you want to follow, or my channel page to drop a subscription. You can see when I'm going live if you want to tune in for the next prompt poem stream. I post daily sobriety check-ins for my sobriety journey. I post daily good mornings and kind of just track how I'm doing, where I'm at for that morning. And there's some there's some poems that I've made videos of posted on the channel as well. I try to post at least one poem on there a week. And I just started doing the live streams this last week. as a more consistent part of the channel. So I'll be doing these 9 p.m. EST. I think I'm going to settle on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll do them 4 days a week, and then weekends will be off, and Wednesday will be maybe an intermittent. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. If not, a little after if I end up working late again, but we'll stream tomorrow evening one way or the other. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.